Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is In Conversation with Zoe, where we get you to speak better, more intelligently, and more thoughtfully. Okay, today I will be towing the line of words that have been borrowed. Remember, I promised a part 2 from part 1 where I said I will be presenting some words that you use, maybe without knowing that those words have French roots. And in some cases, actually, they have shared roots between, Greek roots, Spanish roots, but my major stay and focus is that they share or they have their roots in French, okay, the French soil. So come along with me as we explore these options in these words. The first word that I know that we use so much is RSVP. It was not until maybe 2011 that I knew what our RSVP meant. I'm serious, don't tell anyone, please. So I'm super serious now. I always used to think, growing up in Nigeria, I thought that RSVP meant rice and stew, very plenty. I know. My God, I'm sorry. With all the 1,000 schools I've gone to, that was what I could come up with. Anyways, I'm kidding. So just like you, maybe I was just like you, but it's okay that you thought RSVP. Répondez s'il vous plaît. That's what it means en français. Mais c'est en français. It means respond. Translating to English, it means please respond, because we flip things in French. But if you're going with the word répondez s'il vous plaît, it would mean respond, please. And it's usually used when people send you invitations, sometimes majorly via mail, hard copy invitations. And that's why when you get wedding invites and social invites, occasional invites, you see the RSVP there. It's not to tell you that rice and stew is going to be very plenty at the event, honey. It's to tell you that you need to respond, please. Okay, the second word that we borrowed from the French that has French roots is souvenir. Well, there's a slight tweak to it because it's souvenir, right? En anglais. But it does have its roots in French. Souvenir, it is memory. Oui? It's memory. It means memory in French. But in English, we made it fuller to mean that it is a piece of memory. It is an item to take away with you that, gets you to think about an event you attended. That's why when you go for weddings or celebrations for lives, you sometimes get souvenirs. And they're saying it's just a way, it's a memory you're taking with you. So it's la même chose, oui, c'est la même chose. The third word we borrowed from the French is potpourri. It's potpourri, but it's potpourri. And it is basically a mixture. You know how we have this beautiful dots go over? It's basically just a mixture of herbs, mixture of spices, en français. But in English, we use potpourri we now use it as a blend of things. When you have a lot of combined things in one place, maybe in a jar, different scents or different variety of something, okay? But most times it has to be the same themed thing, like let's say spices, for instance, for cooking, you just call it that. So it's not like a variety of different types of what now? Nah, I think you get it. The fourth word, toilette. En français, c'est toilette, mais en anglais, it is toilet. Okay? There's a slight difference in the spelling when you're spelling toilette en anglais. It has just one T, but in French, it's double T. that will be Toilette en français, toilette, but en anglais it's just toilet. I'm going to the toilet. And toilet means washroom, lavatory, okay? So don't, you know, when I was growing up, I don't know why I had this idea that toilet was just, you know, where you go to do the you know. Toilet actually means washroom, and it could mean where you go to just wash your face or whatever. I know that is a secondary definition to not break things into proper perspectives, but guess what? It can also mean that. What are you saying? To the fifth word, laissez-faire. When you do anyhow, literally, when you're like, you don't care, you know, hands off. You don't, like when you're in a group assignment or group or in an association, and then you have some people who don't, like, they cannot be bothered. It's so annoying, but hey, that's what it means. L'homme laissez-faire. He could care less. He's hands off. He cannot be bothered. That's what laissez-faire means, but it is a French word, okay? But we all use it today. Progress, yay! That's a break there. Let's go to the sixth word quickly. Genre. Saying it makes me want to, you know. It's genre. In English, we call it genre. There's an enhancement with the e there. We have added where it's silent in French. You might not even hear it. It's just genre. Some people don't say the. That's how it's pronounced in French. Genre. You can spell it in French, if for pronunciation purposes, as JAHN, but in English it is same spelling though, GENRE. In French it's called genre. In English, genre. It's je, but genre and genre. It doesn't land in French, okay? And what does that mean? It means type. It means it's a method or whatever. It just shows differentiation. It's a type of something. It is a way of something. J'aime le jaune, j'aime ton jaune, j'aime votre jaune. I'm just saying, I like your style. Or it can also mean, yes, style is la mode, but sometimes, when you want to go colloquial, you can use that as well in French. But there you go. Genre is a French word. Bouquet. Oh, we all ladies dream of having a bouquet of flowers when we're getting married and all that sweet stuff. And we may not know the origin, but it is a French word. That's the where it has its origin. Bouquet is a French word, spelled as BOUQUET. It's not bucket, it's not bouquet or bouquet, it is bouquet. And it's the same meaning in French and English, but I just thought to let you know that it is a French word, okay? J'aime la bouquet. Is it feminine or masculine? J'aime le bouquet, oui, I like your bouquet. I like the bouquet. J'aime votre bouquet. I like your bouquet. C'est bien. C'est riche. C'est whatever, Another B word that is deeply rooted in French, but we have somehow made it our own, is boutique. When I was in Togo doing some courses, and I also holidayed with my sister, it was a really fun time. Yeah, we really needed it. And all over town you would see signposts of boutique, just boutique. And I was like, even as a French speaker then, I was still like, oh my god. I just thought it was a shared word. Well, it's not a shared word, it's a French word that we, the English, borrowed or we use very often, And it is Boutiquue, but you'll be excused if you thought it was a Greek word, because I know there's some, you know, deviations in that area. Some will believe it was also borrowed, or it has its roots. Another tail end of the roots is from Greece, which is okay. Merci beaucoup, si se passe, on winning the ATP. I just thought to chip it, you know, throw that in, since it's like one of the biggest ambassadors for Greece now. So there you go. A boutique is basically a store. A boutique is a shop. That's what it means. So when next you say I'm going to the boutique, you're actually speaking French in a way. You could have also just said I'm going to the store. What store? The fashion store, the clothing store, the beauty store, the grocery store. Yeah, you see? Okay. And the 9th word I have to share with you is one that I wanted to share in my last video, part 1 of this, but I didn't get around to do it. Cliche. It's so cliche of me to roll my eyes or open them when I'm like, okay, did she just do that? Did he just do that? Yeah, you get what I mean. So cliche is when something is overtly done or emphasized. It's so cliche of him to do that. It's so normal, you know, expected of him. It's a cliche thing. We also use it for words that are often repeated or commonly used or overused. So it's cliche that Mourinho would I don't know, but it's just we should expect some good outing tomorrow. So it's cliche. What is a cliche? A cliche is a commonly used word. I've said that. So finally, entrepreneur. This is the best, because I did not know that it was a French word or that it had its roots in France or from France. Okay, guys, it's a French word. Let me explain it. Entrepreneur means, en français, la définition où il dit, it simply means someone who undertakes something, someone who does something, you know, from his or her personal initiative, you know, and that's exactly what entrepreneur means in English. You know, if you look it up in on the dictionary, just look it up. That's what it means. So entree is between. Preneur, I'm not sure what that bit means right now, but it's, you know, someone that undertakes something. He's between things. He just is on the go. I think so. I'm juggling the French right now, but it's a French word, guys. And I'm saying that to also lead to my next video. Let me just start it here. When you have words with EUR, it's like how in English we have words with ER. He's a dancer. She is a blogger. It means that that person does that thing, maybe as a professional, as a hobby, but that thing is associated with that person. So in this case, entrepreneur, work and initiative, innovating would be associated with that person. So where you find words, your EURs, your ERs is our EUR in French. Okay, so that's a very good tip I'm leaving with you tonight. Your ERs in English is our EURs in French. Donc, je peux dire je veux étudier. No. I could just say, okay, oui, exactement. Je suis blogueur. Je suis un blogueur ou une blogueur. I'm a blogger. That's what I'm telling you. But in this case, because I'm a vlogger, I would say je suis un vlogueur. So you see, instead of saying I am a vlogger, it's a vlogueur. Yours is ours is That's it. And that's it for my video today. Progress has been made. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time. Mwah. keep learning and keep being better. Cheers.